Today I'm going to talk about the two new heroes I get from the Essence summoning, Cirrus and Pelagios. I'm going to share with you my two strategy for the Oracle trial Snipes. And finally, I'm going to answer where Rat is good. So if you watch my previous video, you already know that I get two new legendary heroes from the Essence summonings. This is Cirrus and the second one is Pelagios. Now, I make a research about these two heroes, is still not leveled up. I still didn't play that much. The only opinion I can actually give is over the spells and what I saw, where these heroes are good from other people who play with these two heroes, or maybe some extra videos to build my opinion over these heroes. I'm going to start first with Cirrus. From the spells, we can see that this bad boy, first of all, he's a ward, we have to mention that. But yeah, here we have skeletons. Immediately summon one skeleton, a fighter. This is something from what I see, and yeah, I'm going to progress and definitely build this hero. This skeleton is something that is like a stopper. I mean, if there is incoming wave like in GVG, I mean guild against guild, you have incoming monsters, basically the demon soldier that the enemy is spawning. So if you have this hero position it, he can summon this skeleton and is immediately summon one skeleton fighter. So this thing, let's say this skeleton is going to hold the enemy. So the chance this hero get overwhelmed is get reduced just because he's having extra troops on the battlefield. And this is with huge importance in my opinion, definitely for GVG. Also in the gear right one, you can support with him since he's as I said ward, he's from the esoteric and one of the best heroes are there, especially for the gear right one. Reduce fraction team member skill cost by 25%. That means they're going to fire up faster. And Kmet, Boreas, this is a heroes that is from this fraction. Maybe what kind of other heroes was also there? Yeah, you have Boreas, you have also Kmet. Maybe this is the main heroes that you should know from this fraction. But yeah, it's going to reduce it. And there is something now, the game don't build some heroes just from nowhere, you know, with some strange spells. When the ally is defeated or retreated, increase the damage of other fraction members by 25% for 8 seconds. This is with crucial importance to be remembered. This effect cannot be triggered one time every 12 seconds. Now, why this thing is actually made it in Watcher of Realms? Because there is a hero that people use so much, they just put it on the battlefield and take it out. Now, if you didn't already guess which hero I'm talking about, this is let me so yeah, this is Wario. She's from this fraction Exoteria. And the important about this hero is when you promote her specific times, I think I don't remember, yeah, 5-time awakened, increase rage. Basically I'm going to show you the skills. Yeah, increase rage regeneration, attack by 1. Additionally, upon death, provide surrounding allies with restoration of 50% of their rage cap upon death. So you have this hero that most of the players are using, just putting on the map and taking out. And first, she's going to restore rage. And second, after you take her out, thanks to the ward skill, she's going to provide 25% more damage to Boreas or maybe Kmet or some other heroes from this fraction. That is very interesting and very, very nice, especially for this hero. Now, this is for the ward skill. I'm not going to go in deep. Just a what to fire up the spells and Wario. Boy, you're not going to regret this hero, definitely. I think this is, yeah, it's something that I was looking for so much time. I was having Raiden as this type of hero, but yeah, as a ward, he's just giving 10%. Zeros give 15%, they reduce fraction member skill cost 15%, zeros have extra 10%. That's very nice. And also this boost and having Wario, I think the game actually make this synergy between these two heroes. Okay, so the rest of the spells are not something special. You have dealing 100 AoE damage to multiple enemies in range. He have like 5 cubes in front of him. So if you put him in the gear right one with face to the boss, he actually hit the boss, which is very strange, but he do it. Yeah, it was funny for me when I saw that for the first time. It was like, what? He can actually hit the boss? What's going on here? Anyway, yeah, and it's AoE damage. We have to mention that 40% of incoming damage will be absorbed by the hero's summons. When the hero receives fatal damage, one of the summons will sacrifice to resist the damage. But you have to have something to, if your hero is dying, you have to have a skeleton somewhere, and most of the times he put the skeleton in front of him, so most likely you're not going to have any skeleton if some kind of work happen and the monster that is going to kill your hero is behind the skeleton or something like this. And finally, when the HP of the hero's summon is below 50%, increase the attack speed by 60 and damage by 30%. Of course, everything here can be increased. I mean, as you can see, level 2, blah blah blah. I'm not going to go in details about this, but yeah, you get the idea. So here we see more attacks. So what I'm going to build this hero. Now, from what I see, there is should I go for HP or should I go for attack? Now, for this hero, it depends on the content. It depends where you're going to use this hero. So definitely, I'm going to use this hero. I'm going to use Sirius. I'm going to try to progress in the gear right one. Definitely with him and Kmet, I think I'm going to build some Wario. I'm going to build some very good combo there and actually do a lot of damage. So this is so far for this hero, my first impressions and the way I'm going to use him. Now the second one is little strange. This is Pelagios, but because it's 2 fraction, he have the Piercer and Arbiter. Now Arbiter is most legendary heroes. I don't have any word from this fraction. By word I mean the Pope. So I'm not so sure. There is not even a force. There is no epic heroes here. Everything is legendary. So I have like four from these heroes. Now the important thing you should know about this hero is doing massive AoE damage. This bad boy is doing massive AoE damage. Now summons tied every 12 seconds, dealing 200% true damage. Now when you see true damage, you know the things is going to escalate very fast. To the target in range with 30% chance to inflict 1 stack of Radiant Erosion. Now Radiant Erosion is also doing true damage. So far we have a lot of true damage here. The ultimate is attack one enemy in the range, dealing 400% AoE magic damage up to 10 nearly enemies and inflict 3 stacks of Radiant Erosion to the on the main target. So here we don't have any kind of spread of this Radiant Erosion. For example, like which one also have is this one have erosion? Sand, oh no, sand erosion, sorry about that. I think yeah, this bad boy Alistar actually have the erosion. He's also from the Arbiter, and yeah, very good hero. Thank God actually the game provide us with the event where you can get this type of hero with the shards. GG on that. But yeah, let's go back to the new bad boy in the town, Pelagios. Our rest of the spells is also very interesting. Deals 100 AoE damage to multiple enemies. Poseidon Fury has 60% chance to create. Now this is interesting one. Tidal Vortex. The Tidal Vortex consistently draw enemies toward in the center. So if you have spreaded enemy, this thing is going to put everything together. Dealing 100% AoE damage per second. the target location lasting for 3 seconds. So it's going to take a total 300% AoE damage, since it's every second for 3 seconds. If the enemy are affected with radiant erosion, okay, one stock of radiant erosion will be consumed to do 600% true damage to the enemy. So maybe here is going to be maybe good to combine this hero with some other hero that have radiant erosion. Now Pope actually get great benefits from the radiant erosion. Now I don't have him. I really don't have him. And from last update, I see this bad boy even get boosted. So yeah, yeah. And finally, for the arena, increase attack in the arena by 15%. Now, I didn't see that hero that much in the arena. If I have to be honest, maybe it's on the hard levels. Since I actually stopped doing arena, at some point I was AFK like 4 months, and yeah, I'm not on the top, you know, I'm not top of the top right now, but I'm working on my way to go on the top again. Yeah, we already talked about this. When there is more than 5 enemies in the range, Poseidon Fury has 30% chance of being cast repeatedly on the random enemies. That's very nice one. Also, just trigger Poseidon Fury is actually the ultimate. Now, something I have to mention this hero from what I about this hero is from what I see, he's absolutely great for the gear right 3. I'm going to try to use him in the gear right 1. Definitely, I'm going to try to use him in the gear right 1. I have Comet there. Right now, I have also Sirius. I have Elwin for rage regeneration and healing. And I also have Duores for some kind of boost. Now, I can actually use also Constance. Constance, I think she's very nice, but just for boosting and build something in front of the gate, because so far I'm doing gear right 1 with Abomination, because he's stunning the target. By stunning the target, they don't hit the wall. The only request I have to do is just keeping Abomination alive, which sometimes is a hard work, but in general some people are using freezing like Marie. I'm using Abomination just for the stun. I have a video, by the way, how I beat stage 19 of Gear Right 1. But anyway, here so far is going to be Gear Right 1, maybe Gear Right 3, not maybe, it's going to be mostly Gear Right 3. I also have Silas, so Pelagios have a competition, but he is doing massive AoE damage. Absolutely great hero. Definitely, I'm going to test him a lot, and maybe I'm going to make some videos how to beat Gear Right 1 with him, or how to beat Gear Right 3 with him, just to get even more in deep for these heroes. So the people who get these heroes to be not confused how they can actually use those heroes. Now, this is so far for the ASIN summonings I make. I'm so happy with 15 summons. I managed to get Sirius and Pelagios. Absolutely crazy summoning. I wish everybody looked like mine. Now let's jump to the place where you can actually get these summonings. Okay, not the station summonings, but I'm going to talk about the Oracle Trial and my two strategy how I do Oracle Trial to snipe top places. Now here I finish on the top place. I'm going to get this Eliza 10 Eliza shard, also 8 crystals. This is a very nice event where you can go and take everything just because you get extra shards. Normally there is even sometimes 5, sometimes 8. I prefer 8. And here on this event I just make 15 summons and I'm on the top 3 because I summoned very nice heroes, and this of course give some more points, so I managed to finish on the third line. I didn't focus, I didn't put any resources over the summoning event. Currently I'm trying to collect 250 summons. Right now I have 74 and 12k gems. Just when some good hero with 250 summons arrive, just to be prepared, because I miss West. This is the thing that I regret back in the days. I actually miss Wust. I was supposed to get Wust, but I miss her. And as a person who um is main nightmare, it was big pain for me, bruh. It was big pain watching how this thing end, and I'm not gonna get Wust. It was so hard. But anyway, my first strategy is at the beginning. At the beginning, you make great advantage. That means, for example, for one night, you put your PC to farm gear right one. I think this gear right one, maybe. You put it to farm gear right one, and you build so much, so big distance. So if the people are not willing to go all in for this event, to not actually go anywhere. And like this, you're going to eliminate like 50% from the competition. I even have a video about this. You can go and check it out on my channel. Now, the second way I do it, I wait the last minute. For example, I'm this guy who have 5k points. There is a person with 11.7k points. So I'm going to wait like the last 12 hours, and I'm going to send, for example, like if I'm going to go for the top place, I'm going to make maybe 250 close to 300 battles. I'm going to put it on auto, and I'm going to sneak the win here. So you have I have two strategies. At the beginning, go on top with huge distance before the second one, and either go don't use anything. Exception is if here the rewards are good. Sometimes are very bad. Most of the times it's not something worth it to go for. But if they're worth, at least get the rewards, and after this you can just go all in to hit the top places. This is how I do Oracle Trial. I think it's a nice two strategy depending how big whales you have around you, willing to go for top places, but it is what it is. This is how I do it. And finally, I'm going to talk about one question that I get asked a couple times, and this is for Rat. I totally understand why people are so interested in Rat. It's just because it's a free hero. You're going to receive him when you walk every day in Watcher of Realms, which is fantastic because Rat, two words for Rat. Rat is good for everything that is not flying. Period. Everything that is not flying, you can use Rat. And the main reason is just this hero for me is a legendary hero who is actually epic. Now I have in my mind couple of heroes that are for me personally are legendary, but it's actually epic one. Rat is one of these heroes. The second one maybe I can say is Idril. Also Uwagwe, I think this is like legendary heroes, but actually it's an epic one. So Rat, where is good Rat? Basically everywhere where you need when you can place ground units and the enemy's ground units. Now there is big advantage. I'm not going to talk about the war skill of the Rat, but he have a talent. There is not many um, epic heroes that actually have some talents. As you can see, maybe this one have because it's a ward. Yeah, maybe the wards actually have, but the normal epics don't have. And Rat critical rate plus 15. A critical hit have 20% chance to attack 2 times quickly. Absolutely brutal because even if you get little bad gear, you can still um, you can still hit this 100% critical rate. This with crucial importance, especially in the early stages of the game, like Rat is going to be given to you at your early game, so it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Now the other thing, the bad thing maybe is his ultimate is on autos, so you cannot actually control that. It's basically going to fire up every time when it's ready. Auto cast, increase damage by 30% for 30 seconds. Brutal. 30 seconds. Additionally, every 3 attack trigger an extra attack up to 5 enemy units in range, dealing 150%. Now this is the only AoE Rat is actually having. As you can see, rest of the skills is for every 4 attack launch the next do 100% additional damage. Everything is a single target, but But if you awake this hero on the third awakening, you're going to have this burn effect. This is a very, very nice, in my opinion, because it's actually AoE damage. And I use Rat in AoE Arena as a ground unit because first is hitting hard, a lot of critical damage, second hits, burning. And maybe the most important thing of the Rat is he don't need a healer. When heavy blow is triggered, the hero restore HP equals 30% of the total damage he's doing. And as you know, he's doing massive damage. So yeah, this hero is a standalone hero, can be used alone. Normally on the guild boss back in the days, I was just using Krat somewhere away because he's doing massive damage. I have Theodore and he's healing himself, so I don't care about this hero. I know he's going to do a good job, and at the same time I don't have to care to keep him alive. Maybe this is the greatest advantage. And for the arena, doing AoE damage against these little scorpions, absolutely great hero. And of course there is many places, basically every place where there is a ground, most of the time Surat is going to be very good hero for these places, supporting you with heal, by healing himself, and other things like big criticals. I even use him as a tank on many places. But yeah, I'm not going to make this video. If you have any other question about the rat, specific places where you want, or specific place you're thinking maybe here is going to be a good place for rat, you can just write in the comments below. So I'm going to write every single comment, and I'm going to respond to you as fast as I can. So I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.